Hi guys, welcome to Reality React channel. In this channel, we watch reality TV shows to recap, review, and for the fun of it. And today, I'll be recapping Uthando nesthembu, the season 8, the finale episode 32, and they are having the dinner. Remember, Mayeni did not come to the dinner because Mseleku called him delusional, and he tried to sway it to MaKhumalo, and then he ended up walking out of her in the diary session because at one point they were just calling each other that you are. He called her mad, and then he just went along with it. Like every time, I feel like this guy does not know how to stand up for his family, or maybe because I don't think he avoids conflict. He's not an avoidant. He brings the conflict, but when people say, you have brought the conflict and I don't like that, you have made this and I don't like it, he won't stand up and say, I am sorry I did that. He's not the type you can hold accountable. So, in this dinner, he ended up comparing Omake to Mayen. He says that they both don't listen to her, they don't let him finish his sentences, and therefore they are delusional. We are moving from that standpoint of view where he said that all his wives are actually delusional. But the point of this dinner is the final supper, right? And they are having it because he want to do some sort of like retrospective, to say we are having a retro. What did we do right? What did we do? Actually, in theirs, there's no what did we do right, what did we do wrong. It's what did I do wrong, because he knows that he has done wrong. But my thing is, when you go into a retro, let's say you are the manager, you go into a retro, you have an idea of what needs to be said, but because he is trying to run this marriage as some sort of like a team and stuff like that, but then he struggles with the leading directly on it, right? So when they finally ask him, what do you think? Oh God, no. He's saying that it's pointless for him to say. So why did he invite this woman there? Even Mangwabe is saying the same thing, that he's asking what did I do wrong, yet he knows what he did wrong, but he won't acknowledge it. He won't even say sorry. I'm sorry about that, because it starts with him explaining that issue with Mayeni, to say that she didn't come because Mseleku agreed with MaKhumalo that Umayeni is delusional. He was quoting her and therefore agreeing with what she said. And MaKhumalo is saying the same thing that I thought that you cannot say that you are agreeing and when you are not seeing it. It's because you saw it. So do not quote me, because you already know that there are issues that are happening between MaKhumalo and Mayeni, and you saying that you know that you are fueling this thing. And he knows that Mayeni is actually angry at MaKhumalo to a point where they don't even talk to each other, but he doesn't care that he's even saying such things. MaKhumalo says that don't include me in your things, do not involve me in your stuff. If you have issues with Mayeni that you are seeing, address it with her without including my name. I'm like, good for you, Makhe. But no, not with her husband. Her husband is saying that now you are trying to run away from the stuff that you have said about Mayeni. You are scared of her. I'm like, so you want Mayeni and MaKhumalo to fight, basically, because she wants Mayeni to do that thing he did with her. Because I don't understand that why a person who always fights for unity is always causing chaos. Even with that snake situation, he could have handled that like a father. A real father wouldn't sit down and just agree with MaKhumalo to say, sit down, Baba, don't do anything. As if he's that sick. And I like the fact that Mayeni called it for him to say, you are not sick, you are very strong, you are just running away from accountability. It's the same thing. He did the same thing with Usne. Right. So let's start with the telling, because now they are going having back and forth with MaKhumalo. I think this dinner was just to humiliate MaKhumalo, because she kept saying that, would you say the same thing that you are saying now off camera, or now you are performing? You see, even MaKhumalo can see that Mseleku is being a producer, making issues that are not there. Because Now, Macele says she wants that each situation of him keeping quiet when she was being accused of being the one that's in full knowledge, or that's even though it's a lie, because I feel like Macele did more than to support Mseleku when he married Umakwela, right? For me. But she's saying that she wants it to be clarified that she's not the one that had called those Mtombeni people and their wives to be in the Mzumbe household to just come and welcome Umakwela. And what is his name? Mseleku tried to hide behind Macele and not clarify to his wives. So that's the thing, right? He didn't say that before I fell sick, I invited these people. It's not like this woman is the one that decided on her own that when I do the Thanksgiving that I was supposed to do to thank the ancestors, that I must include these Tombenis to welcome Umakwela. But you know what? Instead of saying, yo, I am so sorry, my wife, I caused that for you. And to the other wives that are here, because also my Makele as well is very weird, because she's like, even the wives that are here, I'm like, ma'am, they were all there when you had this, when they were having this thing. Instead of saying that, you know what? He says to MaKhumalo when he's explaining the situation where now apparently MaKhumalo and Mayeni were asking why did he let Umakwela walk out of that meeting earlier than before the meeting could finish. And also MaKhumalo says that, but I didn't say that. I only heard about it in the family trip that we had, where she headed from Umelelo to say he was asking his dad, why did you let Umakwela leave before the meeting was done? And Umakwela tries to clarify in a diary session to say that when they have family functions, she goes to Mzumbe on Friday, she comes back on Saturday after people have eaten. And then, you know, with Makwela, right, her special husband needs to be sleeping in her room. She can't sleep in the other room alone while her husband is sleeping next door. So that's why she doesn't want to stay in Mzumbe for too long, because akafuna ukudina the other wives. And I'm like, okay, makes sense, but this thing of you saying that if you were to stay in Mzumbe and then your husband will be staying with you for a week is also a little bit of not normalcy. You know what I mean? And also, guys, I feel like MaKhumalo was quiet, right? But he says that, you know, MaKhumalo always keep quiet in these meetings and act like she's a quiet person and act like this, like that. But when these meetings are done, then she will call me to complain about other things. Apparently, MaKhumalo pretends for the camera to be seen as she's obedient and she's a pick-misha. But when they are alone with him, Mseleku, she puts him through the ringer and she asks him questions. And I'm like, who is she supposed to ask? You are the husband. So the only thing you can call her on is to say that you are pretending to be fine in front of the camera. That's why I'm saying that this episode, the last episode was for Mayeni. This one, the person who needs to be disrespected or who was disrespected is MaKhumalo. Because at one point she's told to shut up. And when she talks and then she's asked to talk, and then she's told, keep quiet, shut up. And I'm just like, hey, hypo. And she's told to talk again. She responds to the accusation that she had it from Pumelelo. And also, you see, guys, these women, they try and explain things. But Mseleku, he doesn't. Matkele says, you did not stand up for me to say you are the one who invited your people, not me. He doesn't say, oh, mama, I am sorry. No, he doesn't say that. Nah, he doesn't. And then MaKhumalo says that they might as well leave it. And then Umangwabe says to Mseleku that, and she's asked, what do you think? And then she says that you are not considerate. And also during the whole thing, and she also says during the season, she also says that you included me in things that I had asked not to be included in. And then Mseleku in their diary session, she says that Uma Ngwabe is actually a woman that she can't delela her. She knows that she responds to her and all of that. And then she says that Mseleku is a man. And I'm like, okay, define the man, the definition of the man. Mangwabe's definition of the man is a man that cheats, guys. And she says that I have caught you so many times, and do you want me to mention names? I'm like, so you have caught him cheating, but you don't want him to bring the wife in the house. You are going to leave because it's a promise. These women are fine with this guy cheating, guys. And also, who is cheating with him? Guys, women needs to respect themselves as well. I'm calling you out, you people, because I don't understand why. You will see how he treats his wives on this TV. And from season whatever, you saw how he was treating his wife, and then you think that you'll be a better person. This is the guy that tells these people that he has saved them from other men that were never going to marry them. That he tells them that I didn't find you when you were single. And then you people want him to be your what? And also, why does Mseleku get the time to be having extramarital affairs when he has 4 wives and now the 5th one? Where does he get extra time to be cheating? I don't understand this thing. I understand that the only thing I get is that he's a polygamist. So he probably approaches these women and tells them he's a polygamist. But you people just choose any other type of man as long as it's available and says hi to you. Like, no, man. You can see he's not a good person. Like, at least his wives can begazela his situations. But other people, I don't know why they want to be included in that situation. And also, she tells him about the situation with the makeup and the chip situation, right? In the makeup. And then he says that, oh, I thought I was going to respond to that, but I don't want to fight with you. But he still respond and say that if you had your way, we're going to wait 2-3 hours. Instead of saying in that table, but to say Umayeni arrived later than me, even MaKhumalo. But me, I'm the one who's being rushed. Why were you rushing only me? Why are you picking up on me? Like, why is she not saying that? Why are you picking on me? What is it about me that you dislike? And why doesn't she tell him straight to his face that he feels like there's something that she has had and there's some hatred going on there? Because that's what she has been saying in the seasons. And also, why is she not telling him that she wants to leave? I wonder what was he going to say with regards to that, because he ended up not responding. And then she says the same thing that I've been saying. She doesn't see the point of this conversation. And then, guys, and then once they are done, right? Umatkele says to him, what would you like to say yourself around this season? Right? Actually, we said we want a reunion, so this is their reunion of some sort, I guess. In the diary sessions, Akiri tells us that it's pointless to have this discussion with these women that are delusional, right? He says in the diary session, it's funny how Matkele is talking about this, because he has always asked him to soften her heart because she has an ugly heart, but he won't listen to his request of being kind to his other wives and opening up a place for them. But remember, this is the same Matkele who has opened up her whole house and her whole family trip time to Makwela, his other wife. That is still the same person that he says she has an ugly heart. Because you know what? If you don't agree with the leg, right, you are not going to have a good time in his house. And then he talks about how their beauty won't guarantee marriage. I'm like, these people are already married. Unless if you are saying that their beauty won't guarantee that they will stay married to you because of how they are treating you according to you. He also talks about how other men that they have been with, they did not see the value to marry them, that he did see the value and all of that, and how I think he's responding to social media people who says that maybe his wife should leave him for other people. He says that we can't predict how that if let's say MaKhumalo leaves him for another man, there's no guarantee that that marriage will last, and there's no guarantee that the man she will leave him for will marry her and stuff like that. I'm like, and also he talks about how when you have married the women, you have made them to be respectable part of the community. And I'm like, the only people who get respect for being married, it's men. We all know that. They actually get much beside the benefits. Like we can all call, like with women, right? We only get the benefit of our surnames being changed to their surnames and being called by their surnames, except for the Zulu people, Zulu women, because at least they still get called by their father's surname, even though they are Mrs. Mseleku. So those type of things. So I feel like if it's a lie for him that he keeps telling people, and it's a lie that most men tells themselves around when they want to marry multiple women. They say it brings issues to the woman. But we know so many single mothers that are being respected without the marriage. So this thing of him saying, and I don't support, I'm not standing that, I'm not saying single motherhood is the best that there is. I'm just saying that, you know what, a married woman and a single woman, they are likely going to be treated the same way, unlike if you were a married man. And he's saying that he has made them to be respected members of the society. Now they are treating him like rubbish. Oh, that rubbed off Maki the wrong way. She asked him if she has ever made him rubbish the same way he's treating her like rubbish. And now such that he talks to her and he disrespect her, and he asked her to come to these dinners that she was not planning to come. She's also not hungry. Yo, guys, MaKhumalo went in on Mseleku and she was angry at these things. He asked her to stop talking because when she was asked to talk, she kept quiet. In the diary session, she says that MaKhumalo has changed and now he wants to go back to her family to report that she has changed and she's no longer doing the thing that she had come to do. And us, the viewers, must not view the love that they have as if she is buying the love from him by supporting him financially, but in the eyes that he loves her despite her failures to give the Mseleku family what he needs to protect his household. And the reason why she has brought to this family and also that thing that she needs to bring to support the family is the reason why she's there. And Makwe is quiet, guys. She's not saying anything in that diary session. She looks, I don't know, I think she looks angry. You know what bothers me is the fact that the producer don't even ask him what he's referring to by that thing that she has failed to bring in. It leaves a point where we are speculating now. Some of us are speculating that he's referring to there's struggles with the fertility to bring kids. But he responded through some Instagram video to say that the thing that he was referring to is the support that she was supposed to bring, because she knew when she married him that she was marrying a polygamist man that needed support. And I'm like, sir, you knew what you meant. And also you keep posting this woman and saying that you love her so much and stuff like that, but in the diary session you trash talk her. And I wonder if MaKhumalo is right by saying that Mseleku performs. And also, he tells her in her face that the financial muscles that she brings is, by the way, it's a bonus. It's nothing more. It's not what she's there for. So what is she there for? Is she supposed to be there to be his something that he can step on, disrespect, talk to her anyhow, and then she just submit to him? Because guys, he's supposed to love these people, right? He brought them from different families and now they have bonded together. And when you love something, you respect it. You do not talk to it the way Mseleku talk to these women. Back and forth around rubbish. MaKhumalo is asking, do I treat you like rubbish? Mseleku is saying, I don't treat you like rubbish. That's a question. But Uma K is asking, do I treat you like rubbish? Until Uma Ngwabe joins in to say what he's saying, he's responding to say he's not. And then she tries to clarify. And as she's trying to clarify, Mseleku says in his diary session, I never thought there will be a time where Mangwabe will stand up for me. I'm like, she's not standing up for you. She's just trying to move past this silly conversation that you are having with your wife. And also Makele as well says that she wants out of this conversation. She wants them to have that conversation in their bedroom because they are the one who started this conversation around the delusion, and she doesn't even understand why they did that. And and what was the excitement all about for MaKhumalo to say such things about another wife, and for him to also go around calling Umayeni after he has treated her so badly over the years that she has to begezela, and then now she's being called delusional by the same person. Mseleku end up saying that you are the same way with you behave the same way as Umayeni. MaKhumalo fights that to say do not compare me with mine. If you're having issues, have issues with mine. Do not compare me. And I'm like, guys, I don't understand then why these women don't want to be compared. Because I know that they are both individuals that have their own way of living and all of that. But let's look at it like this. Obviously, there will be a bit of comparisons because you are married to the same person. Obviously, you want to compare to say the same way you behave, you're all behaving like that. And if he was to look in the mirror and say, they are behaving like this because I'm treating them like that, it will be much better. Because I feel like in that retro, when Makela asked him, what do you think, what do you want to say? He could have acknowledged that he brought Makwela without their approval. Even if he doesn't say sorry, right? He brought Makwela without their approval. He was inconsiderate to Mangwawe. He's now disrespecting MaKhumalo. He broke the promise with MaKhumalo, and then he let Makwela take the fall for him, and all of those things. Even though he was not well, guys, just because you are not well, if your brain still works, even if you can't walk, you can still talk for your own actions. For me, that's how I understand it. And then K end up telling him that peace. She's done peace, my friend, because this whole thing is not making sense for her. She's over it. She's not hungry. She's not going to eat his food. He must eat his food with his own people. She leaves. And then as she leaves, right, he asks the other wives, what else do you have to say? And then he adjourns the meeting. And then, according to Mseleku, MaKhumalo undermines him and his wife because she has more financial muscle now, and she has been tasked to lead to manage the businesses. And I'm like, it's Mseleku trying to take MaKhumalo's shine again once more, because now it looks like it's not MaKhumalo's business. She was just tasked to manage it. And also, she has let fame get into her head. The same way that Mangwabe is saying about Usne. Guys, do you see that the trends between Usne and her dad? They can't be held accountable. They can't say sorry. And I know that in my other video, I tried to understand or to make it clarify about Usne's behavior and all of that. But with Mseleku's behavior, I can't even clarify it because to me, he looks like a normal person. Even if he had traumas, he has never really spoken about them. We can just project to say, oh, these are the traumas that he went through, not having a father and all of that. But we do not know because he doesn't want to talk about his father. So those are type of things that you try and see where he's getting that from. And also, what surprises me, this is why I keep saying that maybe the reason why this guy can cheat is because he can ignore the people he has hurt. Because tell me why he gets into the car. Where is he driving to? Because he's supposed to drive. He's not supposed to drive anywhere. He's supposed to go to MaKhumalo's house and try and find out how, like maybe apologize or maybe acknowledge the things that she's saying, or just hear her out without arguing the same way he argued with Maini, and then go to Maini's house, maybe apologize, because now what he's saying is that he's a nanging type of person. But from this show, it doesn't seem like he nangas. He doesn't seem like he begs these people. He just say, you know what, do whatever you want to do. I am done with you. And then that's the end of the dinner. And then Mangwabe meets up with her friends to explain what had happened in the previous season with him marrying someone else, and also explaining that Mseleku was sick and she had two people who were sick. Her friends knew that her mother was sick. And she's saying 2 weeks after her mother fell sick, Mseleku fell sick as well. So, or vice versa. And also, Mangwabe was told that by Mseleku. We see how Mseleku makes these women fight. He says that he is going to marry the fifth wife because Matsela feels like it is unfair that she had 4 wives after her, while the other wives, when Mseleku wants to marry the fifth wife, they want to fight it. And he feels it's unfair, so he wants to marry the fifth wife for Matsele. Maybe this is why Matsele is so supportive of this, and why it looks like this woman is Matsele's wife, not Mseleku's wife, because I don't understand. And also, she feels like Mseleku has disrespected her mom when he went to her and then he told her that, why would I struggle with buying blankets when I am driving that car that I'm driving? So it's not that I don't want to do umembe, so it's because your daughter is not doing the things that needs to be done. And I'm like, why do you need the push from Mangwabe? Because what that woman was saying, what Mangwabe's mother was saying, that you are going to marry another wife while you have not finished with the fourth wife. It doesn't make sense according to their culture. So she felt like his mother was disrespected. She also updated them about the houses that he is buying for his kids. And she says that she's not going to be the one that stays in that house. And I'm like, you are not going to stay in that house. Your kid is not even 18 yet. And even if she was 18, I wonder if it will be safe for her to be staying in the house in the suburbs alone while her dad goes out to sleep in the other houses for 5 days in a week. So those type of things, I don't know. And also I wonder if Mseleku will even pay attention to Mangwabe's kids when she's no longer there. So those are the type of things. And also, her friends don't believe that Umangwabe, they are like us, the internet people, that says that we don't believe that Umangwabe is going to leave that guy. She says that, you know what, I understand you have made the decision, but also pray about it. And also, guys, I would have liked for not only be Mseleku that reflects on this season, even though we have heard their grievances and whatnot, but also we hear from Seleku asking for prayers from South Africa, and also how his relationship with Matsele has improved because Umatsele has supported him, even though she still have a big and ugly heart, according to him. But she supported him, and also Mangwabe, he is still begging her, and Umatsele has supported her, and then Uma K has changed, and Umayeni fights with him every day. So he wants your prayers, South Africa, to manage this relationship that he is decided to show us. And he has also said in his Instagram profile, in his video, to say that you can choose to do isthembu and or choose not to. Hey, it's up to us now to decide what to do, because also women are keen on it if they are dating him, unless if they are dating him for money. But hey, so at the end of the episode, they let us know that Umakwela is with the baby now, and they are both alive and happy. Guys, one thing that I feel like they robbed us. As much as maybe it was a way of Mseleku to respect his wife, that said that they don't want to meet Umakwela without her having done the full process. But I would have liked to find out how Mayeni will react to Makwela, what type of relationship she will have, and also MaKhumalo, Mangwabe, even though she had told her friends that she doesn't want to meet up with these people. And also, why is Mseleku acting like the retro was not because he wanted to talk about Umakwela to them? He thought that one of them will raise that Makwela situation, and they decide that they are not because they don't care about her. Like, it's those things that are running in my head to try and find out what they could have done. But anyway, they gave us good times, and they really came through. Whether they were acting or they were not, that's not what matters. It's a real novella, I guess. Some of the stuff that they did was to spice some of the sessions, some of the interactions amongst the wives. So maybe that's the thing. Thank you guys for watching these recaps that I have been doing since the beginning of the season. and please continue to like my other videos and watch them as well, and also subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next one.